believe it or not, on Sunday, I was having a business discussion with somebody, and they were looking to become a seller. So my advice was, do you have enough money? And I said, oh, yeah, I have. I said, okay, do you know how much money you're going to need? Not how much to start with, but how much money you're going to need. Look ahead when you ramp up. What are you going to do? And you need to be able to calculate that. So the point that I'm getting at is, in your first month, for every dollar you spend, you're not going to get a very good return
No.
on that in sales. So we usually say 1-to-1, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for every dollar you spend, $1 back. Then on month 2, for every dollar you spend, get $2 back. And then it starts to get better and better. Now, we did the math, Vincenzo, for a $50 item,
Yeah.
at a 20% margin for the
Yeah.
landed cost, which is a very good number, as you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they receive 1,000 orders, 100 orders. I don't remember the exact number, but nothing big deal. Nothing big deal. The numbers were like, they don't see the cash for like 8 months.
Wow.
Because of conversion. Because people don't convert. And as a result, how are you going to finance it? Out of your sales. So by the time you have to pay for the merchandise, and then you have to keep replenishing. So that calculation is always a big deal calculation that
Yeah.
nobody's
Conversion is key. And I say this to all the time to people. It's not about how much money you put into this, because the solution is not just putting more money into ads and all of that. It's about how that traffic you're sending to your product converts. You could have the best product out there, but if you don't clearly outline that across your copy, across your images, A+ content, videos, and price it correctly, because another thing is people needs to be realistic. Sometimes I speak to people and I say, I want to sell a water bottle. Okay. But my water bottle is going to be $100 on the market at the average is $10. And then you ask them why. I know, because I think people is interested into a water bottle made out of marble, or that comes out of a specific island in the middle of the Caribbean. It's like, we need to be realistic sometimes. That I know some people want to also be that premium and all of that, but sometimes that's also a big mistake I see all the time. Like, people focus too much on their passion and what they think people would actually want, but they don't do the proper keyword research and market research. And my last advice is, start analyzing more, not only your competition in terms of what they're selling, but something I'm pretty sure you're seeing a lot in the space is analyzing reviews in terms of your competitors. That's the answer altogether. In fact, if you go to Amazon, and this is another thing to the Product Opportunity Explorer, now there is a new thing called Customer Reviews Insights. And basically Amazon now, and this was also announced in Amazon Accelerator in Seattle, they do the work for you. It tells you what people is complaining about, what is the top topic about people is talking about on that review, and basically tells you how many times it's mentioned, and basically does the market research for you. So make sure you do that, because if you don't, you're gonna struggle with conversions. And if you struggle with conversions, we've been speaking all this episode, you're not gonna scale. So
I mean, exactly. It starts with pricing. Pricing is, people come to me and say, okay, we wanna sell this. Our competition is selling it for $30. We can make it $24.95 and offer better value. Be careful, because look how easily we advocated offering 15% discount, right? So 15% here, 15% to Amazon, 15% for your fulfillment. Okay, so there's only so much money to go around. You still have to buy the merchandise. So be careful with your pricing. So those low prices, discounts don't matter anymore. The percentages don't matter anymore, because you still have to give so much in terms of dollars. So that's why the first thing we do is I put them on the drawing board. Okay, we're gonna have to recreate the merchandising of this. So don't sell singles, create packs. And the thing about packs is, Amazon will display the unit price.
Mhm.
And if you make up a pack of, let's say, for example, your competition is selling it for, I don't know, $15, and you create a 3-pack and
Yeah.
call it $30,
Mhm.
then they're gonna say $10 a unit.
Yeah.
So you are already 50% less, but you know where you save a lot of money when you create these packs is FBA fee. Because if it's a small item, it will still fit
It's
into
a
the
fixed
same.
fee. It's a fixed fee. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and so that means your competition will have to sell it 3 times to make the money that you will be making.
And pay 3
With-
times the fees, basically.
And
I know.
so pricing is everything. And I mean, really, it all comes down to numbers. You have to know what you're doing in terms of business model, your revenue model, and then you're gonna be the student of all these reports for one reason and one reason only, and to get your conversion up.
That's right.